Hey lovelies, it's your girl Candace. I'm here with Confidential Talk, and I'm going to be giving you 6 tips on how to stay safe while you find your Mr. Right. There's no question about it. The world is crazy right now, okay? I mean, it's always been crazy, but it is even more crazier. It's super unsafe, and a lot of us are trying to find our Mr. Right through dating apps and social media. So we really, a lot of times, really don't know who we're dealing with. So I want to give you some tips on how to stay safe and, find your soulmate. I don't want the crazy world to discourage y'all from finding your soulmate, because it's definitely possible, but you do have to take the necessary precautions to make sure your life is safe. So please, if you are dating right now, listen to these tips. First tip is to let the person that you are on a date with know that you are sharing your location with multiple people, because you ain't got time, okay? There is nothing wrong with you actually letting it be known that you share your locations with other people, and on the other side of that, actually have maybe 1 or 2 people that you actually are sharing your locations with that knows who you're out on a date with, know where you're going, and of course, again, let it be known to your date that is your backing. So even if you were happen to be on a date with a psychopath, okay, and somebody that might have plans on snatching you up at the end of your day, they probably are not going to do that now, knowing that there are people in your life right now that knows where you are and who you're with. They know the name, they've seen the picture, all that. Okay, I don't care if this person is someone that you feel like you don't have a problem with, or you don't think that there will be a problem. If you don't know them, you don't know that, baby. Okay, so even if you're not sharing your location with anyone, please let it be known that you are, okay? And be like, hey, you kind of say it jokingly too, like, I always, every time I meet someone new, I always gotta let people know where I am, and where I am, who I'm with, show pictures, everything, haha, so my friends know what you look like, like, let it be known. The next tip I'm going to give you guys is to drive yourself to and from the dates. If this is the first date, and especially if it's the first date and you don't know them, do not have them pick you up at your home, because first, we don't want them to know where you live. We don't know them like that, okay? And if there's something that happens during the day and you feel uncomfortable and you want to leave, you won't have to depend on that person to take you home. You won't have to wait for a ride to pick you up. You are able to leave at your leisure. So especially when we are on the first date and we don't know this person, drive yourself to and from that date just to ensure your safety. The next tip I'm going to share with you guys is, there's nothing wrong with a background check. I don't have the Connect anymore, but my mom used to work somewhere where she was able to do free background checks. If you know anybody in your family or anybody that you're close with, friends, that might be able to actually look up people for free and do a background check. Or, I mean, honestly, if you type in someone's first and last name through the Google, okay, things will pop up, and I'm pretty sure they have any type of felonies or misdemeanors or anything like that. It's all public record, so it should come up. So if you even do your own little investigation, you should be able to investigate this person and know what their background is. If they've been to jail and they just got released 2 months ago for attempted murder, baby, go ahead and pass on that date. Pass on the date, okay? You really never know who you're dealing with. Looks have nothing to do with people's actions. They could look like they're a nice person, your average Joe, a cool person to kick it with, or a fun person to hang out with. They might seem like they are this way and that and the third, but we really don't know this person. So there's nothing wrong with doing a little background check or a little Google search on that person, especially if you don't have a Connect to do a background check. But do your due diligence. This is your life at stake, okay? Especially if you don't have any friends that know them. This is somebody you're literally brand new meeting them. You don't know who they are. You just seen pictures or maybe did a little FaceTime video with them, but you really don't know who they are in their background. Background check ain't gonna hurt you, okay? We want to know who been arrested for domestic violence and disturbance of the peace and attempted murder, okay? Don't sign me up for those, okay? I would personally like to know if that is your recent past, because no thank you. No thank you. Next tip is to carry pepper spray in another defense weapon that you actually feel comfortable using. The last thing you want to do is have a pocket knife on you, but you don't feel comfortable stabbing somebody, okay? All right, pepper spray, yes, but you need something else just in case the pepper spray doesn't work. You just need another defense weapon. So something that you actually feel comfortable using. At the end of the day, it's your life or theirs. Who you gonna choose? You gotta choose your life, okay? You gotta protect yourself. So you want to make sure that you have something that is that you're just comfortable using to make sure that you protect yourself. You don't want to freeze up, end up losing the battle, and it be completely worthless for you to have the weapon. So feel comfortable with the weapon of your choice and just carry that on you on your first date. So this next tip is super important because a lot of us are meeting people off of Tinder and off of social media, and sometimes it's somebody that we don't really know, have never seen before or never met. If you haven't met this person, or you haven't seen them in video, or like you don't know them as a physical being, like you just seen pictures and had like just a chat over text, please, before you actually meet up with them in person, have some type of video chat with them, either whether it's FaceTime, Zoom, Google, anything, okay? Make sure you see that that is who you're actually talking to. The person that's in the pictures that you have been having this relationship with over text is the actual person that you're going to be meeting up with on a date. You want to always make sure that first, before you just randomly meet somebody, make sure it's really them. So make sure you set up some type of FaceTime video or Zoom video, and if they can't do neither one of those in 2024, don't trust it, okay? Don't even go on a date. Don't even waste your time, because it's suspect, okay? Suspect. Also too, y'all, I don't think this was part of my tips, but this is a really important tip too. If you are meeting somebody for the first time on this date, while you're driving, because you're driving to and from your date, make sure you're meeting them in a super public place. Your first date should always be in a super public place. Should not be over their house, over so-and-so's house, meeting at a location that's unfamiliar to you. Meet them at a super public location where you can get to know them, see them for who they are, and have, you know, the chemistry, and get to know them first before you're meeting them at their home. First date should never happen at their house, okay? Just very unsafe. Last tip that I'm going to give you guys is to actually try to date people through your friends. Don't knock your homegirl's friend from college just because it's your homegirl's friend from college, okay? Like, get to know the person. You never know who you might have chemistry with. Give them a chance, because one, they have credibility. You know that, you know, someone knows them, someone knows of them, and they probably have some type of positive stories behind why. I mean, obviously, if they're trying to hook you up, they probably have some type of reasoning of trying to hook you up with that person. So I would be more prone to maybe trying to go out on dates where people that I know them. You know what I mean? So one of my favorite advice is to give people that are looking for someone or are trying to date people is to go through social media, where people have mutual friends, so you can see who knows who. So if you guys do come across each other and you're having a conversation, they ask you out on a date, you can always be like, okay, well, they are mutual friends with so-and-so and so-and-so. Maybe I can ask them, like, hey, what do you know about them? Because that's actually happened to me before, and I'm like, I've been able to validate, like, yes, they are a person. They're real. This is their account. Like, yeah, they're cool. I know them. So, like, you know, if you are gonna maybe try to date, you know, maybe try to date with people that you are mutual friends with, because it's just a safer option for you. Like, they have credibility, they have a little bit more backing versus someone that you just like absolutely know nothing about. But yes, y'all, please follow these tips. It is so important that you stay safe out here while you're finding your Mr. Right, okay, or Mrs. Right. You know, it's just too much going on in this world, but you know, we still want to find our loves. So don't give up, just be safe, y'all. And please comment below if you guys have anything else to add. Y'all want to tell me some crazy stories, like if something happened to you before and like you was able to get away, like please share. Let's have a conversation about it, and I will see you on my next video.